celebrating the next feast, which will be Pentecost, 50 days after Passover. And we're actually a little closer to it than normal because we kept Passover this year in the second month. I know I'm probably speaking in ways and saying things that you're not familiar with. And so I just want to be clear. We are Hebrews and we are Israelites. We are Hebrew Israelites, not Jews, not Israelis. Just want to get that cut and dry from the beginning. See, I'm out mowing, got my nice hat on, shades on, mask, not for that jab, not that kind of mask, and never did wear that mask. Because I kept the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, so he kept us healed from the diseases that he put upon the nations. But that's not the nature of this video. The nature of this video is loving the stranger. Loving the stranger. Who is a stranger? Anyone who was a stranger to the covenant. A stranger to the first covenant and a stranger to the second covenant. And who was the covenant made with? The house of Israel and the house of Judah. So, let's go straight into this. 2 Chronicles chapter 6. This is Solomon. For you out there who think you're more wise than Solomon, I want you to precept me with 2 to 3 witnesses that the stranger in 2 Chronicles 6 is talking about an Israelite, a Yehudim, a southern kingdom, or child of Israel, of the 10 northern tribes. If you can do that and prove that, I'll lay this ministry down. Although I can, it's a gift from Yah, and I know I'm right, so I'm not gonna have to. But if you want to take me up on it, I'd gladly be ready to see the video you make and the scripture, read the scriptures that you put with it, because we do believe as it is written, and thus saith the Lord, right? Thus saith Yahweh or Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh. Okay? So please provide that, because Solomon just got done saying and praying. He was praying, right, for Israel. And when he was making proclamation for his people Israel, he's inclusive of speaking of all 12 tribes. So you have to know the breakdown. You have to know, in some instances, the scripture, when it says Israel, it's talking about only 10 tribes. And as well as in speaking of all 12 tribes in other parts. And the southern kingdom, speaking of the other 2 tribes. Or if we want to be specific, 2.5 and the 9.5, right? Because we know half the Levites went with the northern kingdom, and the other half remained in the southern kingdom to be the priests, to be those who would work and do the temple work, right? The Levites, who had no inheritance, they had no land. Their land was the land that the livestock was given to by the other Israelites, by the tribe of Benjamin and by the tribe of Judah. And their portions would be from the sacrifices. Okay, I'm giving a lot right here. I know I'm giving a lot in this little tidbit right here, but I have to go over that because there's a lot of people that don't understand this. They don't understand the division of the northern and southern kingdom. But we love the stranger, right? And did not it say when we came out of Exodus, do not vex, meaning to annoy, meaning to provoke, meaning to do any physical harm. Do not vex the stranger. Why? because you were strangers in Egypt. You know what it's like to be a stranger. You know what it's like to be treated like an unwanted foreigner, stranger. And he said, we, Israel, we're the apple of his eye. We are his inheritance. We are not to act like that, like the other nations, like how they treated us. Right? Love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay? So check that out, 1 Chronicles chapter 6, or 2 Chronicles, sorry, chapter 6. Read Solomon's prayer and read the whole chapter for context. Please read the whole chapter. It's not much. Israel, we so lazy. Why can't we read? Why can't we read the scripture? Anyways, y'all be blessed, be encouraged, may the Most High make his face to shine upon you and barak you and your family. Shalom.